Hello, good evening and welcome to Sunday Night is Organ Music Night. We are back in Görlitz at the Sonnenorgel, the sun organ, the organ of the sun, the most amazing instrument we have. Well, one of the most amazing instruments we have. Gosh, everything is very loud tonight. I'm not sure what's wrong. The audio got me again. It seems very loud, doesn't it? Let me turn that microphone away from myself a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sunday Night is Organ Music Night. Now, we've got lots to get through tonight, including lots of announcements. So I'm going to, before I get into trouble from our dear Ursa, I'm going to do this and this and this and that. Ping! There we go. Right. That's that bit done. Ladies and gentlemen, dig deeply. We are saving up at the moment for something rather exciting. More on that in a moment. You will have noticed here let me pop it up again, there you are, my Save the Date, the Gartshore Gang Organ Festival from the 1st of May to the 5th of May. All concerts starting at the same time as usual. Very exciting. Very exciting and very good fun indeed. One of those concerts is going to be particularly exciting. Hang around because I'm going to be passing on some details of what that's going to be all about. Because it's not going to be me playing that concert, well, not all of it at least. It's going to be you, and I'm going to tell you about that in just a moment or two. Right, we started this evening with a very old Easter hymn. Wir wollen alle fröhlich sein. We all want to be happy. Let's all be happy. It's a very old hymn, actually, the melody is from, can I read that with my eyes? My eyes are old and bent. No, can I read this? The melody is from 1410. 1410, that's before Columbus, for heaven's sake. So all of you Americans, you weren't even a moist thought at that point, historically speaking. So yes, and we were doing melodies like that over here in Europe. It's incredible, isn't it, when you think about it? Yeah, so there you are. It's a very popular Hallelujah style Easter hymn that is sung in churches around here. And funnily enough, I haven't played it this year yet, even though it's theoretically still Easter time in church, but I haven't had a chance to play it yet. Now, you will hear strange noises from downstairs. We had a massively successful movement yesterday evening, ladies and gentlemen. So everything is much quieter in the baby front. I'm sure you didn't want to know that, but I'm telling you anyway. And so there's much merriment downstairs tonight. There shouldn't be any shrieking and sounds of torture. It should be sounds of merriment, happiness, and general joy. At least that's the plan. Let's hope that continues. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on with the show. Here's another one from the old hymn book here. It's another one of these lovely Easter hymns. And this time I'm going to be showing off the beautiful soft sounds of the Sonnenorgel in Görlitz. It's a magnificent instrument. And on 3 separate manuals, it's got 3 separate, well, hold on, I've got them here. Here we are, 3 separate celeste sounds. What does celeste mean? It sounds terribly exciting if you don't know what it means. What it means is you have one set of pipes. That's a normal organ sounding thing. And then you take another set of pipes that sound similar. From the tone quality, they sound similar, but they are out of tune deliberately to make it sound like this. You've got a sort of wobbly effect, and so you've got the same thing here. Here's a principal sound. And then you add this to give it a more sort of wavy sound. Oh, isn't that lovely? If I can stretch my tenths, then I can get that to sound nice. And up here again, we have another one of these, a slightly softer stringy sound. That's a beautiful sound on its own, isn't that beautiful? Oh. And then add the... Oh. I add that. And a bit of grunt in the pedal as well. Isn't that cute? Oh, I forgot to press record. Silly me. We are recording, everything's working. Splendid. Right. Anyway, here's this other hymn that I was talking about, an Eastery hymn. It's rather nice. Number 331, if you're interested. lovely sound that organ has, isn't it? It really is a wonderful, wonderful sound indeed. Exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. Right. Ladies and gents, folks of the world, from the 1st of May to the 5th of May, we will be hosting a festival, another festival, our 4th organ festival, and it will mainly be taking place here. There will be some extraneous activities. There will, of course, be a silent film accompaniment live from a church organ this time, from one of the classical organs at least. This time, not the theatre organ this time. And there will be various concerts. There will obviously be an opening concert. There will be my silent film concert, etc., etc. There will be lots of exciting things. Now, on the final evening, on the 5th of May, get ready for this. This is important. Pay attention. On the 5th of May, the Sunday night, that's the end of the festival, we will be hosting, get ready for it, the Gartshore Gang Superstar Competition. A superstar competition. Yes, the Gartshore Gang has talent, if you want. Or in Germany, the Gartshore Gang sucht den Superstar. Yes, but the Gartshore Gang Superstar Competition concert. This is where you come in. I would like submissions from you, from members of the Gartshore Gang. Musical submissions. Get ready for this. Maximum 7 minutes. Maximum 7 minutes. If you want to include some talking in that 7 minutes to tell us what you are presenting, feel free. Maximum 7 minutes. You can play any instrument you want. You can play any piece of music you want. The only stipulation is there must be no recorded music involved. So you mustn't use a recording from a CD in the background that you are playing along with. Nothing that could cause that kind of copyright problem. So no playing along to your favorite record, that kind of thing. That, unfortunately, is not allowed. We get into a lot of trouble for things like that if we post things like that. So, like American Idol, but better. Oh, a lot better, Phil, because it's all you guys. So, the plan is the following. I would like you to submit your... Now, hold on. Let me see if this will work. I set something up. It should work. I would like you to submit details of your entry first. Okay, this is important. Details of your entry first. A maximum of 10 entries. Think about it, 7 minutes each. That's 70 minutes of music maximum, plus the chat in between. And the most important thing is coming. So, most important thing is coming. So yes, send details of your submission first, okay? And then, assuming that it's something that will work and it will sound good, then I will request you to provide a video and audio recording of you performing your piece of music, which will then be played here via the magic of live stream to the world out there in Gartshore Gang land, and members of the Gartshore Gang will vote for their winner. 3 places. There will be a bronze, silver and gold prize, and there will be actual prizes, okay? It's not just a virtual thing. There will be actual physical prizes that will be sent out to you wherever you are in the world. Exciting things. So let me just quickly see if this works. Does it work? I hope the Nightbot is going to do this for me. Is it going to work? Yes, there it is. Perfect. Submit your entry for the Gartshore Gang Superstar Festival competition now. NOW exclamation mark. Send details to gang@gartshore.de. Closing date for entries 1st of May 2024. So you've got 2 weeks, roughly. Just over 2 weeks, okay? Right. Now, it has to be musical. Robert Varner is saying he can't play a musical instrument. Well, tough. Yes, it has to be musical. But it can be any instrument. So, for example, if someone wants to play the bagpipes, I'm not sure we would accept it, but you are welcome to submit an entry. If someone wants to play the harp, if someone wants to play the hackbrett, if someone wants to play, I don't know, a flute, if someone wants to play a piano, if someone wants to play an organ, obviously, if someone wants to play a violin, maybe, he's looking at you, Joe Humans. If someone wants to play, I don't know, what else do we have kicked about? The ukulele. Sing a song with the ukulele and play anything at all. It's the Gartshore Gang, ladies and gentlemen, okay? We are not only here to listen to organ music, we're here to listen to music, fun music, and we're here to have just happiness with all of our music, okay? 10 entries will then be chosen from your submissions, and they will be presented on the evening. Now, if we get hundreds of entries, obviously we sadly cannot have everybody taking part in the competition, just for time reasons more than anything else. Only for time reasons more than anything else. But I will hold on to all of those submissions, and with your permission, we will use them at intervals throughout the future. We will have, you know, during a Friday night, during a concert, a Sunday night concert or whatever, we will play some of those things as well. And this is the whole point. You guys out there, you all have so many different talents, and why shouldn't we spread that around the world, and you all then get to choose your favorite and your winner. Now, this is very exciting. So all sorts of things. How about a kazoo? Well, there you are. Why not a kazoo? A kazoo is definitely a musical instrument. Julian Cleek rather likes the bagpipes. Well, there's no accounting for taste then, is there? So there we have it. So, ladies and gentlemen, at intervals throughout this evening, moderators will hopefully be able to add that little command there. It's a moderator-only command, so not everybody can activate that one. !festival, and then the night bot will pop up these instructions to you. So I'm very much looking forward to hearing from you. Closing date is the 1st of May. Anything received after midnight on the 1st of May. So 1st of May is our opening concert. Yeah. So at the end of the opening concert, it's going to be roughly midnight. That is the closing time for entries, for actual physical entries. So you have to get your ideas in before then. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I hope it does. If we only get 5 entries, then we only get 5 entries. You still get to vote, and the 3 best win. And win something. Like I say, there will be like a bronze, silver and gold. But physical prizes, and the actual winner will get a very special prize actually. And this is where I may need your help. We want to actually get a trophy, an actual physical Oscar style, something like an Oscar but with music notes and all that kind of stuff. We want to get some kind of physical, nice trophy. And this trophy will be sent to whoever in the world, and ta-da, you will be the winner of that wonderful trophy. And things like that could be quite expensive, I have found out. So if someone wants to sponsor our prizes, then ta-da, you know what to do. There's the PayPal link. Help us out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we can do. Exciting stuff. So let's have a look. Who's been doing stuff here? Let's have a look. Stefan Messer has already been buying a ticket. Thank you very much, Stefan. Who this? Jerry has bought a ticket. Thank you very much, Jerry. Who's this? Who's this? Monica from Ohio. Thank you very much, Monica. Wonderful. Thank you. So there you are. See, we already have 3 people buying tickets this evening. 3? Yes, come on, folks. Let's get going. Let's get the ball rolling here. Let's save up for a really exciting trophy for the winner of the Gartshore Gang Superstar competition. Does that sound like a fun idea? I hope you enjoy it. Vanessa and I had a lot of fun thinking up this idea, and we are very excited to see what you, the Gartshore Gang out there, submit. Exciting stuff. Looking forward to that. Right. I've got a stone statue of Beethoven. Congratulations. You could use it to hammer in nails, I suppose. Right. Now, what's this? This came in on Friday night, and I have no idea what it is, but it looks rather cute. By the way, I have to charge up my iPad as well. I forgot to do that this evening. We were out the boat this evening before the concert, and I forgot to do it. So I'm charging it up even as we speak. What's happening down here? The cable has caught on something. Here's an Italian street song that came in on Friday night from our friend Yellowbird, and music by Victor Herbert, so that should be good fun. And it's the Italian street song from a composition called, I have no idea what this is all about, but it's called, get ready for this, Naughty Marietta. I wonder who Naughty Marietta was. In my church choir, there's a lady called Marietta, and she's anything but naughty. So I'm not sure what this is all about. But anyway, yes, Naughty Marietta was the name of the big piece, and this is the Italian street song. And it looks rather bizarre. And you know I like bizarre. All right, let's turn on the winky blinks and see what we can get out of this. Here we go. wonderfully bizarre piece of music. The Italian street song from Naughty Marietta. We have some lovely words. Ah, my heart is back in Napoli. Why is it always Napoli? Has anyone ever been to Naples? It's a dump. At least it was every time I've been there. There are some nice corners, but by God, you've got to look for them. It must have been a beautiful place years ago, according to all these songs. Anyway, the Italian street song goes like this. So, the verse is all about, ah, Napoli, 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 we love you, we love you. The mandolina's playing sweet, the pleasant fall of dancing feet. Oh, if only I could return, oh, joy complete. Napoli, Napoli, Napoli. And then comes the chorus. Zing, zing, zizzy, zizzy, zing, zing, boom, boom, a. Zing, zing, zizzy, zizzy, zing, zing, mandolina's gay. Gosh. Zing, zing, zizzy, zizzy, zing, zing, boom, boom, a. La, 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 ha, 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 zing, boom, a. Right, those are the words. Does that make any sense to anybody? No. What was Victor Herbert thinking that night? Well, he didn't write the words. Rita Johnson Young wrote the words. Whoever she was. Andrew Prince, thank you very much indeed. Ticket on the way past. And, oh, František as well. Thank you very much indeed. Ha 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 ha. And he wrote a funny comment about the big green book, which is coming up shortly. Isn't that fun? Right. Now, there's a couple of more requests I have here. Any more requests appearing? Don't forget, you can always spontaneously request things. Whether we include them or not is always... splendid. Right. Good, good. So no extra requests so far. Let's quickly close that and let it charge in the background. Actually, let's open the big book. The big green book. Right, let's have a look. Now there, oh, I've opened it up at the 400s again. So we were at Easter music the other day, playing some exciting stuff, and this was requested today. Let's have a look. What's this? Romantic and Majestic 403. Right, hands up if you like Romantic and Majestic. Or... that's too short. Let's stick with 403. There was another request there, but we'll ignore that for the moment. And oh, hold on, there was another request here. I think. Ah, there we are. Perfect. Right, we'll come back to that one in a moment then. Okay, right. Number 403, ladies and folks. Folks and folkettes. Got to include everyone in this day and age, don't you? Right, what shall we have here? Let's have, shall we go for Romantic and Majestic? Let's start then in a romantic way. Yeah, let's start romantic and become majestic. It's again in G major, folks. I think there may be some transposition involved here. To the keys, number 403. Oh, sorry, which translates as, where's my list of translations? This is important for Ursa, who wonderfully and splendidly say thank you. Everybody say thank you to Ursa Meyer, please. Ursa Meyer does an amazing job. She does the timestamp service. And I don't send her the music from the program. She does this all by herself. And if I forget to tell people what things are, she goes and researches what these things are. Amazing work. Thank you very much to Ursa for that. This is called Behold, He Has Risen. So, 'tis an Easter hymn again. And it sounds, hopefully, something like this. Oh, what a sound! I like that a lot. Did you enjoy that? Oh, I did. What a wonderful tune. And it's also a tune that you can do some fancy harmonies with, some very fancy harmonies with. Oh, let's quickly go to my slushy sounds here. Those are the nicest slushy sounds. Right, harmonies. Harmonies that always get the sniffies going. And if you have a sort of melody that goes, I'm thinking of Feed the Birds, for example, but the melody is very simple. Yeah? There's something very melancholy about that. Even if it moves down, it's not quite as, something very sort of poignant, lovely word. And then you could even go here. There's something about, it really has to go here. Wow. It's a beautiful major 7th chord after that. Okay, so you have simple chords. Yeah, Ba Ba Black Sheep, it's always there. Or Twinkle Twinkle Little Stars. We're not allowed to say Ba Ba Black Sheep anymore, are we? Yes, let's say Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. You're probably not allowed to say that anymore either. It's probably politically incorrect for some stupid reason. Everything's politically incorrect these days. Oh, piss off. Is what I say to that. Anyway, so yeah, any tune that sort of... How many can you think of? Once you start going on that, then it's very difficult to get out of it. And it's what comes after that chord that's really beautiful. It can just go on a perfectly major chord. It sounds fine, nice, but if you sort of... That's more like it. And I suppose you could take it to here. Oh yes, that's better. Yeah, it's just that the first 2 or 3 harmonies that make it sound like that. It's rather wonderful. What's this? The Platts Gang, thank you very much. A ticket from the Platts, thank you. Splendid. Well, now the Platts Gang will be leaving us very shortly. They're going off to see exciting concerts. Their friend Andrew Kay has got a wonderful concert this evening where he is conducting and playing the Joannie, the piano. So the Platts are about to leave us. So have a wonderful concert. Say hi and good luck to Mr. Conductor. And I look forward to a report. Exciting, exciting. Good. Right. Onwards, ladies and gentlemen. Onwards. Onwards. Now, the second request is further on in the book. It's number 830. A or B? Oh, for heaven's sake, this is huge. This goes on forever. Da 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 dee da 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 dee dee da da. Oh, do we have a rhythm on this? Da dee da dee dee da dee da 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 da. Dee da da dee da da da. We have no rhythm here. Dee da 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 da. My God, what's that? No idea. Ba da da dee da da dum. Dee dee da dee 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 dee. Da 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 dee dee da dum. Da 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 dee 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 dim. Da 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 dee da dee da da. My God, they're not very rhythmic, are they? Da da dim. Da da dee da dum. Da da dee da da. Ha da da ha dee ha. Oh God, it goes on forever. It goes on forever. There are thousands of pages of it. Is that right? Hold on. I've no idea. Let's find out. Right, it does say 830. Let's see what this is all about then. Right. Oh heavens above, what's this? There's a piece of paper here that needs to be, so it keeps catching on things. Okay, I don't know what this is. This looks rather sort of free of rhythm. It's another one of those wonderful sort of, I suppose, is it originally some kind of Gregorian kind of thing? The melody is from 1473, so no is the answer to that. It does say something originally, however, from the 12th to 13th century, so that's an awfully long time ago. And this could be interesting. Now, this organ has got some very interesting old sounding stops. It's a new organ, but it does sound old in various places. It's got things like this, which sounds very old. That sounds quite nice, doesn't it? It's got a very sort of metallic-y edge to it. You can almost... it's like metal on your teeth. Can you hear that? Can you hear what I mean? It's got something sort of metallic sound to it. Yeah? Nice though, isn't it? Good for old music. Now we can jazz that up a bit with the out of tune one. Actually sounds a bit too over the top, doesn't it? Now what I can do then is have a normal fat sound, organ sound here, but up here I can have a beautiful little flute. Which sounds rather delicious. Now what can I have down here then? I need something else down here. Let's have the gamba. Yeah, and actually let's have that attached to the pedal as well. I think that's quite good, don't you? All right. I don't know what this is. This could be anything. So sit back, relax, sip of your tasty beverage. Did I not have chocolate here? I'm convinced I took chocolate up with me. Maybe I forgot it. Or did I throw it somewhere else? No, it's not there. Damn it. Cheers, folks. I love music like that, that just meanders. And that's almost the harmonies that were there as well for most of the part. Now, I'm not sure about the rhythm and the flow of the music because I can't read Czech. I don't understand it. I don't know where the emphases on the words should be. So I apologize if I got that wrong to our Czech friends. But yeah, it's rather lovely nonetheless. I would like to know more about that kind of music. I love all sorts of international music that I don't yet know, which is definitely fun. Ooh, Gerald Long, our friend from Illinois, has just requested something rather exciting, and I'll have to have a dig around to see if I can find that. Let me see if I think I know what you mean, but I wonder, do I have anything in here? I don't. I think I know what you mean. It's a piece of music. Hold on. The Last Spring by Grieg. I know it's Two Spring by Grieg. It's this thing in. I know that. Is that the one you're talking about? I've got the music for that kicking around somewhere. I'll find it and then transcribe it for the organ. That would be good fun. We shall see. Ooh, this is definitely not what you would expect. This is something very different. I wasn't expecting this at all. What on earth is this? Oh my God. Wow, what a version. Ooh, I don't think this is sight readable. That would be amazing. That's one. Actually, let's save this one up. Our friend Johan from the Netherlands, just sent me a wonderful piece of music that I could bash my way through and sight read, but I'm not going to because it's so good. I'm not going to. This is a wonderful thing. I'll tell you what it is so that you can look forward to it. I will practice this because this is brilliant. Well found, Johan. This is a piece of music. You all know it. It's a very old, famous, an old Irish one. When Johnny Comes Marching Home is the original title. Now it's even in children's songs. I hear this piece of music every day. Downstairs, the little one, there's a favorite piece of music she has at the moment, which is all about shapes. And it's the melody of When Johnny Comes Marching Home, but it's a little sort of shape who starts out as a circle, and then becomes a square, and then becomes a rectangle, then becomes, I'm trying to think of the English words now, a rhombus on its side, and then becomes a star, and then becomes a circle again. And the tune is When Johnny Comes Marching Home. So yeah, so I hear this all the time. But this is a wonderful organ transcription by the legendary Edwin H. Lemaire, who was a very wonderful, eccentric person who took music from all walks of life and transcribed it for the organ. An incredibly talented guy. And I didn't know he transcribed this. I don't know this at all. So I will be looking at this, practicing it, and saving it for a future occasion. So thank you, Johan. That's coming soon. Yeah, I like that. Hey, what? Oh, these are suggestions, I see. Right. I shall have a look at that some other time. I'd much rather spontaneous. Don't want that kind of thing. Oh, sorry. Right. International music. Yes. So we've been talking about Czech music for the last couple of weeks, but here's a piece of music that you've probably never heard me play before. And has it ever? I'm sure it's been played on the organ before. Any more? No more tickets, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, help your poor starving organist and his family. Treat him to tickets and Who knows what will happen? Franz Schubert, that naughty little gigolo known as Franz Schubert. Everybody has this sort of wonderfully romantic idea about what romantic composers in those days were like. And they were no different to rock musicians in this day and age. The Franz Schubert was who would let's compare Franz Schubert to someone in today's musical world. Popular, way ahead of his time, quite away with the ladies, notorious drunk, enjoyed opiates as well, as everybody did in those days. So actually things haven't changed much at all, really, have they? I suppose you could say Franz Schubert was I was going to say Keith Richards, but that's wrong, because Keith Richards is still alive at a grand old age. Franz Schubert died at the age of 30-something. He was only 33 or 35 or 37 or something like that. Wasn't very old at all. Died at the age of 30-something. Guess what killed him off? Yes. And yeah, no, he was a naughty character. Let's just put it like that. Anyway, this is one of his most famous compositions, and it's actually something we should be playing in about 45 minutes time. But let's play it as a little relaxer in the middle of the concert. It's a beautiful piece of music dedicated to our friend Alexander, and you will recognize it. And if you do, sing along. It's all about going to sleep, little babies. And I wish my little baby would go to sleep sometimes. She keeps us up until all hours of the night. Anyway. a little lullaby, a nice little lullaby. Where's the other piece of music that came in today? There it is. There it is. In complete contrast to a beautiful... Oh, what's this? Tickets are appearing. Christian. Thank you, Christian. That's very kind. And Gerald. Thank you very much, Gerald. And who else is here? Jan as well. Thank you very much to Gerald and Jan. Thank you. Very kind. How are we doing tonight? Oh, bugger. What did I do there? I pressed the wrong button. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tickets so far, ladies and gentlemen. 8. Let's see if we can make it well into double figures by the time we finish this evening's concert. Now then, shall we go back to the slightly louder, naughtier sounds of this organ and get ready for a piece of... By the way, this organ has been beautifully sampled in a surround manner by Sonos Paradisi. Wonderful thing. And what you can do, hold on, I need to remember how I've set this up. There we are. You've got lots of direct sound, so that's microphones placed in an XY pattern right up close to the pipes, okay? So let's say 2 cardioid microphones in an XY pattern. So that means this one microphone is pointing that way and one microphone is pointing that way. Okay, they're at 90 degrees to each other, and this microphone is picking up everything in that direction. This microphone is picking everything up in that direction. So together they are picking up everything around, okay, in a perfect stereo pattern. Further back in the church, more microphones were used. How many were used altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 6 or 8 channels were recorded here. Further back in the church, omnidirectional microphones were placed at, well, I think he uses ORTF, which is a kind of French way of doing things. Microphones spaced at a very specific distance and angle from each other to capture everything around there. And then further back in the room, he's definitely going to have used AB microphones. That's my preferred way of doing things, to capture a wide stereo image using omnidirectional microphones, which pick up everything. And the various different things you have here would be, so you have a direct sound. Now you can still hear the acoustic of the church in the background. Sounds very unnatural, doesn't it? Okay, and then we can sort of move backwards in the church. We can move all the way to the back of the church. Okay, and then we can sort of, then we can add all the other stuff kicking about. So let's see if I can I get rid of all of that, and all of that, and all of that, and all of that, and all of that. No, I can't. There we are. So imagine you're sort of at the back of the church having a cup of tea or a smoke or whatever you do at the back of the church, and this is going on. Yeah? That's the kind of thing that's going on there. Now I had my mixture roughly here. Is that right? Yeah, exactly right. Ha! Splendid. All right, now you get the idea, okay? Oh, what's that? I don't want that. I want that. That's better. So the closer you are to the pipes, the more direct sound you have, the more clarity of sound, the more sort of more accurately you can play, theoretically. And of course, the further back in the acoustic you are, the more wishy-washy it becomes. However, we can still play jazzy music on this organ and it still sounds pretty cool. This is a request by our friend Steffi. Check this out. Tico tico non fu ba. Whatever that means in the world. I have an old theatre organ arrangement of that I stole from another theatre organist. It sounds pretty good in a theatre organ, but we're not going to. Are we going to? No, I don't think we're going to go to theatre organ land tonight. Fun, nonetheless. Now, don't forget, folks, it's festival season, so don't forget to be submitting your details of what you would like to have played. Now, I'm going to do a separate dedicated video at the beginning of the coming week talking about the festival and the competition and obviously asking for submissions. So keep your eyes and ears out for that. It's definitely going to be good fun. I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be a fun one for a change. Ah, splendid. Alrighty. Johan has sent me a video of someone else playing When Johnny Comes Marching Home. Boom, boom. So I shall look forward to trying that out. It's going to be good fun. Good. Practicing arpeggios really pays off. Yes, practicing arpeggios is very... Oh, this organ only goes up to 8. Practicing in general is very important, ladies and gentlemen, says the man who never practiced in his life. But yes, practicing your arpeggios is very important, as is practicing your scales. I always get annoyed at music teachers who say, have you practiced your scales? But they never tell people why they should be practicing their scales. Oh, you have to practice your scales. Yes, but why? And it took me a very, very long time to realize, because all of my teachers at the beginning were... No, I don't want to say anything nasty about them. They all had their merits. Anyway, but nobody actually explained why scales, arpeggios, and all those sort of technical exercises, why they are actually incredibly important. And they are important because these things here, these long pointy things at the end of your hand, they need to be told what to do by this bit, your big mushy bit inside your head, hopefully your brain. And of course, if you're spending all your time thinking, oh God, hold on a minute, this is in, oh my God, this is in A minor. Okay, so theoretically that's C major, but no, there's all those black notes in there and all those sharps. What do I do? What's the first note? That's an E. And then what's coming after that? Oh my God. So you practice your scales and arpeggios so that you recognize patterns. And that's the most important thing. Okay, it's all about patterns. And scales are just patterns of notes. Shapes, patterns of shapes, and that's very important. Everyone thinks, oh, let's think of a scale as a series of notes going from one note to the next note of the same name. No, think of it as patterns for your fingers. Don't think of it as note names, don't think of it as anything. For example, the scale of E flat, think of it as a pattern, okay? And a musical keyboard, instrument keyboard is set out, it repeats itself all the time, and there are patterns, okay? Now, we only have 5 fingers, a thumb plus 4 fingers, yeah? But there are 12 different possibilities in an octave. So hold on a minute, how are we going to do that? So we split it up into 2 patterns, and we use a series of 3 fingers or 4 fingers, okay? And always using our thumb as sort of the anchor, as it were, between those patterns. So anything that involves, let's say, C, D, or E, anything that involves C, D, or E is going to use fingers 1, 2, 3. And anything that uses, let me say, between F and B is going to use fingers 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And we're talking sort of normal major minor scales here. So if I'm thinking of the E flat major scale, let's not bother with the sharp scales. We'll go with the flat scales because there's a much easier way of learning them. People don't think about this. You have a pattern of 3, a pattern of 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. So you start with finger 3 on E flat, and that's at the end of your 3-finger pattern, okay? So the preceding notes are fingers 2 and 1 on D and C respectively, okay? Your next 4 fingers, so we've now got our 4 groups, so our finger 4 is on B flat, and then our finger 3 and 2 and 1 are going to be on the corresponding notes within that scale. So there we have our 3 group and our 4 group, 3, 4, 3, 4, okay? So if we want to practice our E flat major scale, we start with our fingers in the right position. Let's start down here. Finger 3 is on E flat. And the next note is immediately the start of our 4-finger group. So get the 4-finger group in place. Finger 1 over. So as you play finger 3 there, finger 1 is ready at the beginning of the 4-finger group. There's your 4-finger group. As soon as you play that finger 4, your finger 1 is ready on the 3 group again. Okay, so. Okay? And everyone says, oh, practice your scales in a certain rhythm. That's good for your ears, but it's useless for your fingers. So get your fingers to do. That's how you get speed in scales, okay? You don't get speed by just practicing and then keep going faster and faster. No, you have to practice the groups. So, and eventually, your fingers know what they're doing, and you can do that very, very quickly. Take another scale that begins in this 3 group. Let's say D flat. Yeah, so it's in the middle of this group here. So D, anything with D is going to be finger 2, so it's a D flat. Okay, there's the E flat. Now, you would think, well, why can't I play F with finger 4? Well, no, don't do that. That's in the 4-finger group. So it's, again, finger 1 on there. And so on and so on and so on. I'm going to do a dedicated video one of these days. Because a lot of people just sort of bash through these things and don't actually realize why they're doing them. The same with arpeggios. For example, pentatonic arpeggio in the key of E flat. Sounds amazing, but you only need 3 fingers. It's really easy. D major. Oops. It's not quite as easy. Nah, because my brain is in scale mode. Arpeggios. Don't look. It's all about patterns. Yeah, oops. He said. Yeah. Patterns. Learn the patterns. Very important. I'm sorry for causing this massive sidetrack, everybody. No, Phil, it's wonderful. You're quite right. Playing in groups works well on my accordion also. Oh, the left hand of the accordion. Finger 4 on the bass note, and then 3 and 2, and then 3 for the finger 3 on the accord. Yeah, that's right. 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, I used to be able to play the accordion. I can't remember how to, really. I had an accordion, but it dissolved. It got mouldy and it dissolved, which was rather unfortunate. Lovely instrument. Anyway, right. On with the show, folks. On with the show. I'm in the mood for Johnny Comes Marching Home, so let's not do this arrangement of it, but let's play around with When Johnny Comes Marching Home on this enormous East German behemoth of an organ. I love it. La da da dum da dum. My goodness, what was that? When your mind gets carried away, that's the kind of thing that can happen. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. I love tunes like that can sort of really get you going. Oh, Matt Leach, thank you very much indeed. There you are. Ding! That's the fun and games. German shape song. What are you talking about? Oh, I see. I don't know. How does it go? I don't know. See, I don't pay attention. Because this is very useful. Because I'm a professional musician, I have an amazing ability to filter out all sound. If you're out in the town, in a shopping centre, in a hotel elevator, all those places where there's background music doing its thing, and the radio's on in the car playing shite. And I don't mean Samuel shite, I mean S-H-I-T-E shite, rubbish music. My brain just filters it out completely. Yeah, I do not listen to it. I cannot listen to it. I refuse to listen to it. My brain just filters it out completely. So when our baby music is playing downstairs, I'm more interested in watching the reactions of my baby than actually listening to the music. So although I recognize the tune, I'm not listening to the words. I don't know what's going on. So maybe I will concentrate on the words of the why did I do that? I don't know. And the words of the German shape song, and see what we can do. It's probably copyrighted, so I probably don't want to play around with it too much. Right. Where is it? It's here somewhere under the M's. Hi-de-di, diddly. Hi-de-di, diddly. Hi-de-di, diddly. It's not here, is it? There it is. There it is. Ballad time. Soft, sensual ballad time. Yeah, I think we will use these registrations for this. Beautiful old tune. Beautiful old jazzy tune. Do you mean the birdie song? Oh, please don't start that. No, we're definitely not doing any of that rubbish. Don't forget, I'm old enough to remember it when it came out the first time. Back in the 30s, I'm guessing, Mr. Hudson, DeLange and Mills came up with this delicious piece of ballady music, which actually can be turned into a kind of big, soft, big band swingy number, I suppose. Let's see what we can do with this. It's Moon Glow. Outside tonight, there is moon glow. Moon Glow with some naughty harmonies. I forgot to tell you the story. There's back at the beginning of this evening's concert, I was deliberately improvising around using harmonic features that are not permitted when you are studying music. Parallel fifths. So, for example, if you have this tune is parallel fifths. This bit. Yes? Parallel fifths. That's when the melody and the bass, or in a moving part, move in the same direction at the interval of a fifth. Technically not permitted in the harmonic academic world, at least not if you're doing it properly. And somebody wrote to me recently about my use of parallel fifths in my improvisations. So I thought, right, sod you, you smart aleck. I'm going to deliberately do lots of parallel fifths in my music tonight. So I forgot to mention that at the beginning. Yes, from time to time I get comments from smart alecks out there in the world who, at least they pick these things up. I'm amazed that people, do pick that kind of thing up. But if they've got nothing better to do, then why not? So tonight I was deliberately annoying someone out there by putting in lots of parallel fifths. Some of you won't even know what I'm talking about, and that's good because it's not important. Now, this organ has a very special feature on it. It has a fourth manual, and the fourth manual has a few splendid stops. It's got a lovely flute, which has a sort of chiffy sound. There's a nice sort of... If you listen carefully, you can hear the digital artifacts that were captured during the recording process of this sample set. Anyway, doesn't matter. There's a 2-foot sort of fluty thing there as well. And there's even a 1-foot. What does that mean? Well, it means that this pipe here, the lowest pipe and the 1-foot stop, that's 1 foot long. Yeah? So that's 1 foot, that's 6 inches, that's 3 inches, that's 1.5 inches, that's 3/4 of an inch, and that doesn't exist. So there you are. And think about it, a pipe, the speaking part of the pipe is only 3/4 of an inch long. That's that. Can you even hear that? Some people won't be able to hear that. As you get older, your little hairs inside your ears stop working and you can't hear these things, which is a shame, isn't it? But yeah, anyway, but the exciting thing on this manual is something called an oboe or an hautbois, which, to give it its French name, which sounds rather like a sort of a 1970s synthesizer, froggy sound. And this is actually rather useful when it comes to playing things like boogie woogie style. So it's got quite a percussive sound, doesn't it? A boogie in all 12 major keys to close off this evening's programme. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That was Friday night, is, was, has been, might have been. No, Sunday night. Sorry, gosh, I'm travelling through time. Sunday night is, was, has been, could have been, should have been. Organ music night. I hope you enjoyed this evening's programme from the Sonnenorgel over in Görlitz, miles away from here, right over on the very, very eastern border of Germany. Apparently a very beautiful little town. I must go and visit it sometime and hopefully visit this amazing instrument. Wonderful stuff. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for joining in over the weekend. Thanks for your tickets. Thanks for your generosity. And I look forward to hearing from you all very soon with regards to our, I have to do it again, festival. Don't forget, get in touch. Get in touch. There's a prize to be won and international fame here on the Gartshore Gang channel. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to say bye-bye with the bye-bye blues. And I think tonight in a sort of that kind of speed tonight. See you soon.